Throwing on first down is Locke. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 41 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Broncos 0. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Locke working out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Blitzed by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 40.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Credit the sack to Von Miller. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. They're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, Obviously, in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own
the Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
18 on the play.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ball carrier.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So not a good start for this rookie quarterback, already trailing in this first half, and that's going to make things worse.
Well, back in my day, this was not unexpected out of rookie quarterbacks. That's why a lot of coaches didn't want to play them. But coming out of college now, they throw it all the time. This is a little bit unexpected, the way that he's playing here.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4. Locke. This is the tight end fan. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
It's a gain of 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Flushed out right. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end.
To K.J. Hamler.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
2nd and 9 at the Bucs' 22-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. They look to throw. It's Locke. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll run with Lindsey, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Short of the goal line.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, you have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
Flush to his right. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They're going with Lindsey. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The line of scrimmage.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
1st down.
And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many, because once they get going, look out, things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career, and it's evident
and
when you see that.
Saying something.
That's saying something right there, but he's earned it.
Brady now to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. To Evans on the slant. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the 1st by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And they'll run it with McCoy. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Play action. Now it's Brady. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, Brady. And And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the foot.
He's got a man. Complete. 20. 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Complete to number
Deshaun Hamilton, 91 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Brings up third down and 2.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Operating from the gun, Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady, his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score, Buccaneers 28, Broncos 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown.
Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
The kick is good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Buccaneers 28, Broncos 14.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe. That might
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Von Miller getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 57 yards. Into the red zone, it's locked. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, it's Locke. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Locke. This will be caught at about the 6. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. He was
brought down by Lowe.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Lindsey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
32-yard line.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. KJ Hamler, 68 yards. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
Is good.
And he's able to put it through.
The score, Buccaneers 28. Broncos.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The drive starts with a completion left side, and they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. And Brady will sneak it. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
A pass there complete to Sutton. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Shotgun snap to Locke. Airing it out for Hamilton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Carlton Davis picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Brought down at the 8.
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
Returnable for Spencer.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
It's a gain of 10.
On 1st down, Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He was brought
coming up on 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
They'll go again to Jones.
At the 40.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. The former 1st-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
Kareem Jackson.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
By the Broncos. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Throwing on first down is Locke. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were